Hey guys, I'm Danny and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I thought I would show you how I created this mummy look. This is perfect for Halloween, which is only a few days away now, so I'm super excited. But I hope you like this video, and if you want to find out how I created this, just stay tuned. Okay, so to get this look started, the first thing you want to do is block out both of your eyebrows. Now, I'm doing this using the glue stick method as always, so what you want to do is get a washable school glue stick and run this through your eyebrows. You want to go with the direction of the hair and against it as well to make sure each hair is coated with a nice layer of glue. Wipe away some of the excess that's on your skin and allow that layer to dry. Once that layer is dry, get a spatula and take a small amount of that glue and run that over your eyebrow in a nice thick layer. Once you've got this layer down, you can then wet your finger using a little bit of warm water and just run your finger over the top of the glue to melt it into place so you don't get any harsh lines between the glue and your skin. Once that layer of glue is dried, I'm just taking a face powder. This is the NYX HD finishing powder in the shade Banana, but any face powder or translucent powder will do. And I'm just going to press that over the top of the glue to make sure that it's all nicely set into place. Okay, so now that I've blocked out my eyebrows, I'm just taking a white eyeliner pencil and I'm going to start plotting out the shape and the design of my mummy. So for this, I'm just roughly drawing out the design of a skull first of all. So I'm just doing the hollows around the eyes as well as a little bit of furrowing on the brow, creating the temples as well as a divot on the forehead, and then drawing out the cheekbones, my nose and my jawline. So once you've got that rough skull design, you can then start drawing out where all of the muscles and flesh and tendons would all be. So if this helps, look at a reference image of the human skull to see exactly where those muscles do lie, but you basically want to follow the natural structure of your face. Okay, so once all the lines are laid out, I'm then taking the Kryolan Corpse Wheel and I'm taking the Ready Brown shade in that palette and I'm going to go over the top of all of those white lines. Now, this is our base colour. This makeup is all about layering the colours to add depth and dimension, so you don't have to be too neat here. Just apply the colour down using a small detail brush and then blend that and soften it out using a larger eyeshadow brush. You then want to set that makeup, so I'm just using a large powder brush and the Ben Nye Neutral Set Translucent Face Powder, and I'm just going to very gently press that over the top of that cream makeup. You want to be very gentle here so you don't disturb the work that you've done underneath. So once that's all set, you should have something that looks like this, and now we can work on adding more depth to this makeup. So I'm taking this dark brown eyeshadow by Makeup Forever, and I'm going to apply that to the inner corner of the eye and also the outer corner as well. We really want to hollow out that eye socket to make the eye look really sunken in, so you want to keep the colour quite concentrated on those inner and outer corners and blend it out into that red cream makeup. I'm then going to darken up that socket even more, so I'm just applying a very small amount of Bulletproof by Sugarpill. This is a pigmented black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to apply that to the inner and outer corner and blend that into the brown eyeshadow that we've just put down. I'm then going back in with that dark brown eyeshadow and I'm going to start darkening up those lines and wrinkles. So the reason I'm doing this is I want it to look like the flesh is overlapping each other. So you want to think about where shadows would naturally be cast. So under every big wrinkle there would be a shadow. So you want to focus that colour on the innermost part of each one of those wrinkles and blend it out. You also want to apply this eyeshadow to any areas where a natural contour would be. So underneath the cheekbones, along the bridge of the nose and the temples. I'm then going in with a black cream makeup. This is the SFX Cream colour in black by NYX, and I'm taking that on a tiny detail brush, and I'm just going to run that over the centre portion of each one of those wrinkles. This is going to really help to make that skin look really recessed and sunken in. I'm then also taking that same black cream and I'm going to put that underneath the cheekbones and blend that colour down to where all of the flesh is on our jaw. This is going to help make that area look more sunken back and also make the cheekbones pop out more. You also want to do the same thing with the temples, so you want to apply the colour on the innermost part and blend that back. And then I'm just going to create a simple ripped mouth. So to do this, I'm just going to draw in the nasolabial fold first of all using the black cream, and then shade underneath that as well. Now, once I've done this, I'm just going to create a few little rips that follow the wrinkles, and I'm just doing this with a tiny detail brush and just drawing some triangles. And then I'm just taking a cotton bud and wiping away a little bit of that black cream from underneath, just to create this little bit of skin that's going to overhang the negative space of the mouth behind. I'm then just going to carry on creating those rips along the entire mouth and then fill that whole area in with the black cream. I'm then just taking a cotton bud and wiping away some of that black cream to create the teeth. So I'm just going to do 2 rows of teeth, and I'm not going to create a gum line because I want these teeth to look like they're really far back. So I'm just going to wipe away that cream and fill that in with a small amount of white cream face paint. This is the SFX colour by NYX in white, and I'm going to fade that out into that black as well. Now once I've done that, I'm going to highlight each tooth using a small amount of Sugarpill's Taco eyeshadow, but any white eyeshadow would do, and you just want to concentrate that white eyeshadow on the very tips of each tooth. This is going to make that area look like it's coming slightly more forward and help to create that sort of element of depth. I then created a few more rips on the other side of my mouth using the same method that we did before, and then filled in my nose using that black SFX cream. I'm then jumping back in with that brown eyeshadow, and I'm just going to shade around the nose as well. Now we added our shadows, so we need to add our light. So I'm just taking the white SFX cream and the black cream, and I've mixed the two together to create a light grey shade, and I'm just going to use this as a highlight. So I'm just going to go over all of the highest points of each one of those wrinkles. And then for the eyebrow area and the centre of the forehead, I'm just going to do the exact same thing as we've done with the rest of the face and create a lot of wrinkles. So I'm just laying down a base first of all with that reddy brown cream colour from Kryolan, and then applying the black cream and all of the rest of the products that we used earlier to create the same effect. I'm then going to do the same thing to my neck and chest, but this time you don't have to be half as detailed, as most of this is going to be covered up by bandages anyway. But I'm just going to follow along where my collarbones are and all of the tendons in my neck, because we're going for this sort of skeletal appearance here, so that obviously if the bandages do move over the course of the evening, you can then still see that there is some sort of skeletal mummy vibe going on the chest and neck area. I'm then taking a super tiny little detail brush and a white water activated face paint, and I'm just going to highlight the face even further. So for this I'm just going to apply a few little tiny dots and lines around the teeth and around all of the wrinkles as well. Bear in mind when highlighting you want to keep this colour on the centre portion where there is no shading, as this is the area that's going to be more raised, so will naturally catch the light. Once you've highlighted, you can then do the finishing touches. So I just wrapped myself up in bandages, applied a pair of white mesh contact lenses. These ones are from camoeyes.com. I'll pop a link to them in the description bar below for you. And then I just lined my top and bottom waterline with a black gel eyeliner pencil. And once you've done that, the makeup is complete. This is the finished look. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, remember to rate, comment and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below if there's any other videos you'd like to see from me, and I'll make sure I get those done for you soon. Remember, you can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. I'll leave those links in the description as well for you. And yeah, guys, I hope you like this, and I'll see you in the next one.